Let's start with the session of the topic of if-else statement covered in our Python language. Here given is the syntax of if-else statement that we cover in Python language. So at the first point, let us understand the difference between if statement and the if-else statement. So if-else is the statement that we will cover in this session, and if statement we have covered in the previous session. So what is the basic difference between the same? That when we will cover the if condition, it means that we have only if condition. Here given as if, that we have written the if condition, and after writing the if condition we have inserted the colon, and then we have written the statements. So what we will do, that if the condition given in the if statement is correct, then we will execute these statements unless we will just go out of the same. But when we have the if else condition, then what we will do, that if the condition given in the if statement is correct, then we will execute the statements given under the if condition. Unless if the condition is false, then we will execute the statements given under the else. Means we need to execute these statements or these statements, and if the condition is true, then we will execute the statements given under the if statement, and if the condition given in the if statement is false, then we will execute the statements given under the else condition. So let us learn that how we can apply the if else statement. In this program, we will study that how we can apply the if else condition on a given number. Means we will apply the if else condition on a given integer. In the first line, we have declared an integer. The name of the integer is n and the value of the integer is 20. Then we have written the if condition, that if n modulus 2 double is equal to 0. It means that we need to divide the value of n, that is 20. We need to divide that value by 2 and we need to check the remainder. And as we know that if we divide 20 by 2, then the remainder will be 0. Why? Because when we will divide 20 by 2, then it will get divided by 10 and it will leave the remainder as 0. So as the remainder of n modulus 2 is 0, it means that the given condition is true. And as we know that if the given condition of the if statement is true, then we need to execute the statements given under the if condition. Means it will execute this statement that we need to print even number in the output. So we will just print even number in the output. After that, if we have executed the statements given under the if condition, then we will just leave the else condition and just come out of if and else. And after that, we have given a statement that we need to print outside in the output. So let us learn that what we have done. We have just checked the if condition, and as the if condition is correct, so we have executed the statement given under the if condition and just left the else condition, and then print outside, that is given outside the if else condition. So what we have learned, that we will execute the statement given under the if condition, or we will execute the statement given under the else statement. We cannot execute both the conditions in this single program. Now what we have done, we have changed our input from n is equal to 20 to n is equal to 25. So now the name of the variable is n and the value of the given variable n is 25. After that, when we have studied the condition given under the if statement, that is n modulus 2 double is equal to 0, then we will check that what will be the remainder if we divide 25 by 2. And as we know that if we divide 25 by 2, then it will get divided by 12 and it will give 24, and then it will leave the remainder as 1. So as the remainder is left as 1, it means that the given condition is false. So as the given condition is false, then we will leave the statement given under the if condition and we will go to the statement given under else. And as the statement given under else is that we need to print odd number, so we will just print odd number in the output. And after executing the statements given under the else, we will just leave if and else and we will go to the statement given outside, that is required to print outside in the output. Let us revise that what we have done. As the given condition is false, so we have executed the statement given under the else condition, and after that we have gone to the statement given outside the if else statement. Now in this program we will apply the if else condition on a different number. Now the input is that we have declared an integer n and the value of the integer n is 10. After that, before starting the if else condition, we are supposed to print result in the output. So what we will do, we will just print result in the given output. After that, we need to execute the if statement, and the condition given in the if statement is if n is greater than is equal to 0 or not. So what is the given condition? That if n is greater than is equal to 0 or not. So what we will check, that if 10 is greater than is equal to 0 or not. As the given condition is true, because 10 is always greater than 0. So as the given condition is true, so we will just execute the statement given under the if condition, that we will just print positive value in the output. So what will be the output? The output in the first line is result, and output in the second line is positive value. After that, we will just ignore the else statement, because we have executed the statement given under the if condition. So what we have done, we have just printed result in the output because it is given outside the if else condition. So no matter what the condition is, we will just print the line, or we will print the statement given outside the if else condition. After that, when we have executed the if else statement, at that time the condition given under the if condition is true, so we have executed the statement given under the if condition, and we have left the statement given under the else. Now the input of the program is n is equal to 0, means the name of the variable is again n and the value of the variable is 0. Now we will print result in the output, because this statement is given outside the if else condition. Now when we will check the given condition, that if n is greater than is equal to 0 or not, then the given statement is true, because 0 is equal to 0. And as we know that this condition will be true if the given number is greater than 0, or if the given number is equal to 0. So as 0 is equal to 0, it means that the given condition is true. So we will just print positive value in the output. And after that, as we have executed the if condition, so we will just leave the statement given under the else statement. So what we have done, we have just checked the condition, and as the condition is correct, so we have executed the statement given under the if condition, and we have left the statement given under else. Now the input is n is equal to -5. It means that now the value of n is -5. So we will just again print the result in the output, because we need to print the statement that is given under if else condition, no matter that condition is true or not. After that, when we will check the condition that -5 is greater than is equal to 0, and as we know that -5 is a negative number, so it will be less than 0, so it means that the given condition is false. And as we know that if the given condition is false, then we need to leave the statement given under the if condition, and we need to execute the statement given under else. So we will just execute the statement given under else, and we will just print negative value in the output. So what we have learned, as the given condition is false, so we will just leave the statement given under if condition, and we will just execute the statement given under else. So we will just print negative value. Now in this program, we will see that how we can apply the if else condition on a given string. So here given is the string, and the name of the string is str, and the value of the string is best. And when we will calculate the length of the given string, then the length will be 4. After that, we will go to the if condition, and we will check that if 4 modulus 2 double is equal to 0 or not. And as the value of 4 modulus 2 is 0, so the 0 is equal to 0, that means that the given condition is true. and as the given condition is true, so we will execute this statement, and this statement tells us to add space and thing in the given string. So what it will do, it will just give us the value of str as best space thing. So as we have executed the statements given under the if condition, so we will just leave the statement given under else. So, and after that, after the if else condition, we are supposed to print the value of str. So we will just print best thing in the output. So what we have done, we have just calculated the length of the string, and when we have compared it with the condition, so the condition is correct, so we have executed the statement given under the if condition. Now the value of the string is changed to great, and when we will calculate the length of the string, so it comes to be 5, and when we will compare it with the condition given under the if statement, then we will check that if 5 modulus 2 double is equal to 0 or not. As the value of len is 5, so we will just replace the len in the given condition by 5, and as we know that 5 modulus 2 is 1, so when we will check that 1 double is equal to 0, then it means that it will give the condition as false, and as the given condition is false, so we will just leave the statement given under the if condition, and we will just execute the statement given under else, and this statement tells us to change the value of str. That means that we need to add the value of str, that is great, and then we need to add space place with that value, and at the end of if else condition, we are supposed to print the value of str, that is great space place. So what we have done, we have just calculated the length of the string, and after that we have checked the if condition, which comes to be false, so we have left the statement given under else, and we have executed the statement given under else condition. Now we will use if else statements with for loop. In the first line, we have declared an integer n, and the value of the integer n is 6. In the second line, we have declared a string s1, that is an empty string. So what is the value of n? The value of n is 6. And what is the value of string s1? There is no value given under the string s1. Then we have started the for loop for I in range, and range will start from 1 and it will go till n plus 1. It means that the range will start from 1 and it will go till 7, because n plus 1 is 7, that is 6 plus 1. So it means that the starting value of I will be 1. So we will just enter under the for loop, because when we will compare the value of I by the value of range, then it will come as 1 is less than 7. So as it is true, so we will just enter under the for loop, and we will just go to the if condition, which is I modulus 3 double is equal to 0, which comes to be we will check that 1 modulus 3 double is equal to 0 or not, and as the given condition is false, so we will just go to the else condition, and else condition is s1 is equal to s1 plus str of I plus y. So what it will do, it will just add the value of s1, that is blank, and then we will just add the value of I, that is 1, and then add y to the string s1. So the new value of string s1 is 1 y. After that we will just leave the for loop, and we will just enter under the for loop again, and now the value of I has become 2, because 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So the new value of I is 2. After that, when we will check the if condition, that if 2 modulus 3 double is equal to 0, then the condition is again false. So we will just go to the else condition, and we will just repeat it down as s1 is equal to s1 plus str of I plus y. So it will do as s1 is equal to the value of s1, that is 1y, plus str of I, that is 2, and then y. So the new value of s1 at the time of I is equal to 2 is s1 is equal to 1 by 2y. When we will just come out of the for loop and just enter here again, so the new value of I is 3. At that time we will check the if condition, that if 3 modulus 3 double is equal to 0 or not. As the given condition is true, so it will just execute the statement given as s1 is equal to s1 plus str of I plus x. So what it will do, it will just do it as the new value of s1 will be existing value of s1, that is 1y 2y, and then it will add the value of variable I, that is 3, and x with the same. So when the I is equal to 3, at that time the value of s1 will become 1y 2y 3x, and then when we will go out of the for loop, then the new value of I will be 4, and when we will check the if condition for the value of I as 4, then it will be 4 modulus 3 double is equal to 0 or not. And as the given condition is false, so it will just go to the else condition, that s1 is equal to existing value of s1, that is 1y 2y 3x plus str of I, that is 4, and then y. So when the value of I is 4, then the new value of s1 is 1y 2y 3x 4y. After that we will come out of the for loop and the new value of I will be 5, and then when we will check the if condition, that if 5 modulus 3 double is equal to 0 or not, then the condition will again comes to be false. So we will just go to the else condition, that s1 is equal to existing value of s1, that is 1y 2y 3x and 4y, plus the existing value of I, that is 5, and then we will add y. So when the value of I is 5, then the value of s1 will be 1y 2y 3x 4y 5y. Then we will just come out of the for loop and enter here again, and now the value of I will be 6. And when we will check that if 6 is less than 7, yes, 6 is less than 7. So we will check the if condition again, that if 6 modulus 3 double is equal to 0 or not. 6 modulus 3 double is equal to 0 or not. And as 6 modulus 3 is 0, it means that the given condition is true. It means that we will execute this statement, that s1 is equal to existing value of s1, that is 1y 2y 3x 4y 5y, plus str of I means the value of I, that is 6, plus x. It means that when the value of I is 6, then the value of s1 will be this 1y 2y 3x 4y 5y 6x. After that, when we will come out of the for loop, then the new value of I will be 7, and when we will check that is 7 is less than 7, no, the given condition of the for loop will be false. So we will just leave out the for loop and we will come here, that we need to print the value of s1, because when the given condition of for loop is true, then we will check the if else condition, and if the given condition of for loop will be wrong, then we will just come out of the for loop and we need to print the value of s1, that is 1y 2y 3x 4y 5y 6x. So let us revise that what we have done. We have given the value of integer as the name of the integer is n and the value of the integer is 6, and we have given with the empty string. Then we will just check the condition given under the for loop, and if the condition given under the for loop is correct, then we will just check the if else condition, and we will do the same thing, that if the condition given under the if is correct, then we will execute this statement, and if the condition given under the if else condition is false, then we will execute this statement, and we will repeat the same process until the condition of the for loop will be correct. And it means that we will complete the same process until it will be under the range of the for loop, and when it will come out of the range of the for loop, then we will just leave the for loop and just print the value of s1 as 1y 2y 3x 4y 5y 6x. Thank you very much.